Okay. Yes. That works out for me. Hello for people watching during the live stream or that this is pre-recorded, which awesome on you. That's awesome. I am Fallon. If you don't know me, I just do reactions, reviews, and pop culture discussion, whether it is on a podcast or just in general. I probably will start doing videos over like entertainment news or anything like that, because I like that. It's fun. I am a small YouTuber, so I don't have anything like super chats during these live streams, and I apologize for any dogs you're hearing. My sister has a few. But yeah, this is me with my drink. No video this morning because I look like crap. I haven't been up maybe 30 minutes. And I thought, oh, this might be a great time to live stream. Yeah, no. Not my brightest plan. But hey, what you gonna do? What are you going to do? So I am just grabbing up some stuff. Trying to grab up like links for YouTube and stuff. Put it on Twitter. If anybody wants to watch there. Yeah, I tend to try to make sure people that do follow me or that know that this is what's going on. Also, I have discovered the wonders of one of the Chrome plugins where you can use the old YouTube theme, which is much easier on me when I am trying to use the TubeBuddy, use the vidIQ together. I don't like it when it kind of goes. Otherwise, it just kind of conflicts really bad, and it's annoying. Okay, got that tweet out. For a while, I've been trying to avoid living on Twitter because I still have to deal with family. And when you're not living on Twitter, then it's kind of hard to get your stuff out, which is kind of sad. It really is. I'm also trying to get it set up where I'm working with some other YouTubers, which hasn't exactly been successful. But I do have one that will be coming up on the 14th. So about 9 days. Me and another YouTuber, Continuum Trek, will be doing a discussion over a couple of things, like the casual viewer and Trek fan over Star Trek Discovery Season 1 and then Star Trek in general. I know some basics about Star Trek, but I wouldn't call myself a fan because I just watch it. I just want to be entertained. That is all I want. And also, I like good characterization, plots, as long as it's entertaining and not just kind of smacking you in the face with nonsense, whether it's the SJW nonsense. It's just, no, thank you. Oh gosh. Glad I have that Dr. Pepper. Because with all the talking, my throat is going to hurt. It's one thing I'm having to learn. Always keep a drink right next to you, because otherwise your throat's going to hate you afterwards. Because I do a lot of talking in my vids. And on one of my vids, because I was going over one of them I had already posted some time ago, where you can literally see that I did a second shot and I forgot to take the part out. Oh my gosh. But yeah. I'm still learning. I think I've done about 72 videos. It's just insane. It's hard to believe I've done that many videos since about February when I started YouTubing. And those videos are like the worst ever. My first ones were. I go back and look at it. I'm like, oh my God, why? I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's the life of a YouTuber starting out. You have zero idea about what you're doing. You want to start it. And I don't have the best tools. Thankfully, there have been some really great YouTubers who like given me suggestions to help me. Like SteamYard. I didn't know about this. StreamYard. I didn't know about this until I had mentioned on Twitter I was looking for a new place to do live streams because the other way wasn't working. And we didn't have Hangouts anymore. Thankfully, YouTuber community is very helpful, especially when it is, yeah, I'm sorry for the ums. You try being barely awake when you do this. Gosh. I'm trying to think. A Fandom Collective. They are a really great community of YouTubers. And a lot of them are from the Phantom Menace. Like months ago, it was like all these bigwigs were attacking the fans because we didn't like what they had put out. So, but Phantom Menace doesn't seem as active as it used to be. But I don't think it's necessarily needed to be that active. Because right now, like with Lucasfilm, they're trying to backtrack what they did. And they called a bunch of all the YouTubers that disagreed with the movie trolls or trollface, which was really rude. A lot of YouTubers had to suffer a lot of attacks, and it sucked. It really did suck. I think that was about the time I was just barely getting started. And I just watched different YouTubers. And for a while, I haven't really been commenting on videos and watching them. Mostly because I've been busy trying to get my channel off the ground. Putting out a bunch of videos on my own. It's like people like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Mecha Random, those people actually inspired me to start my channel. They are some amazing YouTubers, which should totally be watched if you aren't watching now. Morning, Fox. How are you doing this morning? You about to head to work? Gosh. Yeah. But yeah, those people are the reason I even started this channel. Mostly Jeremy. Not that he has ever spoken to me, but his work on Geeks and Gamers actually is the reason I even started Fallon Reacts. Yay, Fox! No work! That's really, really good that you got that day off. Happy for you. Oh, gosh. I'm just decided, okay, let's just do a really early morning, even though I'm not that awake, kind of live stream. Because that's always fun. Oh, gosh. I'm still really annoyed with what Disney or Lucasfilm, I don't know who was really the one choosing it, about what they had Mark Hamill do, drinking that blue, nasty looking milk or green milk or whatever it was, because that doesn't look tasty. That looks like nauseous inducing. Because it looked like that milk that Mark Hamill was having to drink looked really thick. I'm okay with like smoothies and shakes and stuff, but the fact that said it was blue milk, they dyed it. It was like, ew. Yeah, it was. Sorry. Bad thing about being one of the rooms that is with the most high traffic, it can get a lot of people going back and forth. They're like, hey, are you busy? Joy, oh joy. Joy of joys. Oh gosh. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I am actually planning on trying to start doing a couple of videos that go over like entertainment articles or pop culture in general, because I'm trying to branch out. Because I've got my reviews, I've got reactions, and I can't really do any more reactions until I get a better computer that can handle OBS, because OBS, for some reason, the video doesn't want to work anymore because I have a potato for a computer. So I'm going to branch out into doing like reading over like some articles and giving my take on it. I've seen a lot of entertainment oriented channels do that, so I figured, okay, I'll try it. You won't be able to see my face on it, but I shall try it. I think the only time you'd probably see my face is after I read off the article and giving my input on it at the end of the video. It'd be like two part. Gosh. If I could find a great recording and editing program that was free, that I could just do my recording while I'm editing, that would be great. But I think those generally cost quite a bit of money. Because I found one a long time ago, but it required like $50, which sucks. It's kind of horrible when you're just starting out and you don't have the money to buy all this different stuff. Ugh, ick. Sorry if I'm not that talkative. I'm trying to think of things to say. Probably don't have near enough caffeine in my system than when I should be. So what's on the agenda for you today, Fox? Oh, geez, I'm getting spammed on Twitter. It's like, this video came out, this video came out, this video came out. Oh my gosh. So, Fox, were you live streaming last night? Or was it the night before? Because I thought I saw you live streaming with a couple of people. Oh, gosh. Let's see. So, I'm really getting annoyed with the whole Netflix and Disney Plus thing where they're going to go and just set it up to be you can only watch an episode at a time, which kind of ruins the model that people have liked with Netflix. Oh, okay. I thought you might have been on another stream then. You should totally stream. It's fun. It is absolutely fun. But yeah, if you're looking for one, always use StreamYard because it is the best way, I think. Works as well as if you were doing Hangouts back in August or, well, before August, before July. Because I was glad to be able to be told about this one. Man, people are saying they're so excited about these different movies. And I'm like, I haven't even seen the It movie, the first one. The second one doesn't mean anything to me. I know it probably should, but I hate horror movies. I really do. There's some that kind of intrigue me, like the evil Superman one, the Brightburn. Might watch that one because I've always been into superhero movies. I don't care if they're bad superhero movies. I'm still want to watch them to see if I'll like them because a lot of movies that people hate, I like. Or they say that the movie is too boring. I've liked it. But that might be personal preference. There's nothing wrong with campy. Oh, gosh. But yeah. I'm just still on the fence of whether I want to see the first It movie or not. Or any number of movies. Like, oh gosh, I can't remember what the name of the movie was. I think it was called Happy Birthday or something. Basically, this girl gets killed on her birthday over and over and over. And it's horrible. But it's sort of like a time travel Groundhog Day kind of thing where she dies, but she's trying to figure out who killed her and she's trying to fight back, which I really was intrigued by that idea. Because I believe she tries to do everything differently. Whether it changes her and stuff. I'm not sure, but I'm intrigued. I've always been really interested in the Groundhog Day kind of concept. But I also do love time travel, so it's that kind of thing that interests me. I love fantasy. I love time travel, Groundhog Day kind of thing. Superheroes. I'm not so much a romantic comedy girl. Big fan of action movies. And I miss the 1990s type of action movies. Those were so great. It's like the heart-pounding kind. But I grew up on those movies, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, because there was a lot. There was a lot of those back then. Oh my gosh, you could expect several a year. And then it eventually changed. I'm not a big fan of comedies. I know a lot of people love comedies, but not me. Because comedies are usually the saddest movies ever. And I don't want to watch a movie to be depressed. Because I just want a happy ending. I want the story tied up with a bow, which you don't even get that anymore. A lot of these movies don't do that. Which kind of ruins the escapism. That's why I like the original trilogy of Star Wars and the prequels. Prequels is more ties into the original series, but yeah. Just tell me a good story. Let the bad guys lose, the good guys win. That's all I want. Which is why I'm apprehensive to watch Stranger Things Season 3, because my niece says it doesn't end well. I'm like, why would you tell me that? That just makes me anxious. Because I could just sit here happy about how Season 2 ended. Everyone was together. They were whole. They were healthy. Their relationships were strengthened. That is the kind of endings I like. I want a bow. Because it's like, why would you want realism? Well, I can understand if you're like watching something that's historical events. Reality isn't so nice. So, yeah. I think the only romantic comedies I've liked are Pride and Prejudice. Well, I don't know if you would call that one a romantic comedy. More drama. And I can take drama to a point. Especially period drama. Those are pretty good. I'm a big sci-fi girl, as you can't tell. Star Wars for the win. Also, I think there was rumor. I didn't get to watch Nerdrotic, but I did see that on his channel, one of his last live streams, he was talking about bringing Farscape back. Well, I'm wondering how they're bringing Farscape back. Are they bringing it back as it was before? Which I would be okay with that. But if they're going to reboot it, they're going to piss me off. And at least I can't get in trouble for saying profanity. I'm not making any money. I don't want a reboot. That's like them saying they're going to reboot Stargate SG-1. No. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't even hint at it. I hate reboots. They're horrible. All they do is ruin television and movies. But I've been saying that over and over. I hate reboots. They're terrible. Go away. No. Stay on your side of the line. This is my side of the line. It's like, if it is a continuation, I wonder how they're going to continue from the Peacekeeper Wars, I think was the movie that tied up the entire series. Which, in that vein, I don't know if they really should bring back Farscape. If they reboot it, I will have nothing to do with it. because I don't want to ruin things for me. Because Farscape came out when I was about 13, 14 years old. Might have been 15. It was around that time. And it was beautiful. It was different. On Sci-Fi, what I used to watch was, on Fridays, I would watch Farscape, and then I would watch Stargate SG-1, and then any other was in that block. And it was a good block. Sci-Fi Fridays was the best. I wouldn't mind having a little bit of that nostalgia, but I don't think it's going to return that way. And I really hope they're not trying to use the nostalgia card, because it doesn't seem to be working right now. It's not working for Disney right now. People are not happy. And I think they changed the actress for The Little Mermaid again. But I haven't heard anything on The Little Mermaid since that whole debacle with the Not My Mermaid hashtag. It was a mess, as you can remember. It was just like, oh, that's bad. It's like, it was so stupid that they were calling people racist because they were upset because that's not how The Little Mermaid looks. Because if they're trying to reboot the franchise, it's like, I think they should have just left it as a cartoon. It was better when they just left it as a cartoon, let the nostalgia be there. They could have just done a new re-release one, and it would have been good. I still have yet to see the Beauty and the Beast one, the live action, because I heard it wasn't great. It was boring. It was horrifying with the CGI. I'm like, I know how it ends, but and I was okay with the first Maleficent movie. I'm not okay with the second one. I'm like, if you're telling these new stories, like Maleficent was an interesting idea. It wasn't exactly a reboot. It was an interesting retelling where you could sympathize with the bad guy because the bad guy wasn't who you thought. Which I'm okay when they're trying to tell the story of the villain and they keep the elements. I would actually be interested in having more movies about the villains, as long as they don't try to change the story itself. Because I like those kind of stuff. And mostly I end up reading those in fan fiction, which, if nobody's seen my tweet, I actually did say that even if I don't agree with your, I guess you could, your relationship. If I don't agree with the characters, that's okay. I'm not going to hate on you for liking that couple. I may hate the couple, but I'm not going to hate you because you have the passion to make things for it. Fan fiction, fan art, fan videos, fan anything. I actually really support fandom in general about that because it's wonderful that you have that passion for it. Not everybody has that passion. People can say that they hate on that, but there's just, ugh. However, I can respect people that have the passion to create things. I may think that's problematic, or I really, really hate that shit. Doesn't mean I hate the person. Which I feel like that's a big difference. Like, I follow one Twitter person, and they're a big Raylo fan. I'm not a big Raylo fan, but I really do like the graphics and art that they pop up on there. I just like seeing people be creative, because creativity is a good thing, and it shouldn't be smashed like how I've seen a lot of people hate on stuff just because it's whatever they don't like. Because I've seen so many anti Raylo people. It's like, you're not creating anything. I'm just gonna go sit right here and watch this person draw another picture. It's like, with my niece, she is a big artist. She loves to do different kind of art, and she has that talent and that passion, and that's the kind of thing I respect, that people have that passion. It should be encouraged. You can argue anything you want, but if there's nothing, then why should I care? It's like, all these YouTubers have this passion to make these videos and stay in for the long game. I have the highest respect for, because this is not an easy job, and it is a job, not a well-paying job. But this is a job, and I respect every last one of y'all that do this. Because some days you want to throw in the towel, which I have. I have wanted to throw in the towel. I did have to go on a brief break for a time because I got sick. Thankfully, I'm not sick anymore. But yeah, highest respect. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. Because I went off on a tangent about fan fiction, fan art, and people in general. mm, mm, mm. Game of Thrones creators. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Disney withdrew their offer to to the showrunners. So they're not making anything for Disney now, which I think is hilarious. Probably because of all that backlash, because I know that some people were talking about wanting to play the oh crap, what was it? It's the Lannister theme that they did on the Red Wedding. Oh, I can't think of it. But yeah, people were saying that that song should play when those guys go on the stage, like have it blaring. But then the guys didn't even show up, which was kind of upsetting. I was actually curious to find out if anybody actually did pull that. But yeah, I do believe that, yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I feel like Marvel's in a bit of a bind right now. their sales are dropping. Everybody's going nuts because Spider-Man is no longer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm wondering how they're going to write him out or what they're going to do. And now Chris Hemsworth has been his spot in, I believe, Guardians of the Galaxy has been taken out, which is just rude. They don't even give him a good send-off. Instead, it's just going to be about Jane Foster, which annoys me. I've never been a big fan of the She-Thor, I guess you could call her. I don't know what she's called. Lady Thor. I have zero interest in seeing those movies. I still have yet to see Infinity War. And what's been going on, Marvel's been doing, and Disney and all that other crap. It doesn't make me want to see any of those films because they don't respect the fans. We've seen this. And I know that there was the Lady Thor for a time in comics, but that just never interested me. When you have Thor, you should actually have Thor. And I'm not sure how they're going to. You know what? I know they've talked about somebody to replace the position of Spider-Man. Here's an idea. Don't try substituting characters with other characters. Like, literally, no point in doing that. Like, I believe, I can't remember the name of the character. They were going to try this one girl to substitute with Spider-Man. I'm like, okay, you really don't want me to watch your movies, do you? Ever. Because I'm getting kind of annoyed that they're trying to replace all the characters with female characters, and it's like, I don't, but I like the guys better. Which is true. I honestly like the guys' superheroes much better. Because if I hadn't heard the crap they were going to pull with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I would be all for a Winter Soldier show. Love the actor. But when it's crappy writing, no, thank you. You go away. My gosh. Why do they do this? Just ruin characters, ruin storylines. I would be interested about in the storyline, Tony Stark's daughter take up his mantle because, first of all, she's a Stark. And it would be a cool thing, especially with the whole her wearing her mom's helmet. Sort of you could say that was an Easter egg. Because I wouldn't have a problem with it. Because what I've seen, little clips of the girl, she was adorable. And loved it. She would work. An older version. But that's the thing. which I'm glad that we're not hearing anymore about people attacking the little girl, because for a while that was a big thing. I thought it was crazy. People should not be harassing children. That kind of treatment should go to prison. Because harassment of a minor. But as far as storyline, I'm like, since they own the rights to X-Men, could they please bring some of the male characters over? Gambit, maybe? And be a well-written one? Because I know a lot of fans that would love the whole relationship of Gambit and Rogue. Because that is a big time ship for a lot of people, especially if you grew up on the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s comics. That was a huge thing. Huge. Or as the president says, is huge. They own more properties. They should be pulling out more characters. Or that's just me, because the X-Men are what I grew up on. I am not happy with what they did with the Dark Phoenix. That really ticked me off. I don't even think they should have covered the Dark Phoenix. Because we've already done that storyline back in X-Men 3. And we know how that ended. And it basically ended the same way. Unless they're trying to figure out a way to bring Jean back, not as insane. And if they were going to do the Phoenix saga, they should have started the Phoenix out good. Because according to that movie, it was during that time that's when she got her powers from the Phoenix, or, well, became sort of possessed. But that way you could have done like a 2-part and somehow introduced the Shi'ar into it, which would have been great. And then have the X-Men and everything trying to deal with each other. That would have been great. I think they screwed up a lot with this movie. It probably could have, if they had the the correct writers, or at least people that could take this on, people that actually loved these stories, could have fixed it in a heartbeat. Could have wrote something spectacular. But that's not what we got. We got trash. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it doesn't have that auto thing that normally does. But yeah, Fox, whenever you do your first live stream, I'll watch it. Just make sure you message me that it's going on. Because I've actually had to turn off all my notifications because I follow so many people on YouTube trying to support the Fandom Collective that I just constantly get messages that somebody's uploaded. And when people do multiple uploads at once, it is it's kind of overwhelming, and it's very difficult to clean out my mailbox. It's like, oh, I better just close these down because, oh gosh. Because I try to keep my emails cleaned out mostly, but when I'm constantly getting smacked in the face with messages from YouTube telling me, oh, this person did something, oh, this person did something, because I don't spend a whole lot of time on YouTube, especially when I'm having to do script writing, filming, or just editing everything. Which you can tell my videos got some very basic editing. Sorry about that. It crashed for some reason. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, it's like, you must have been disconnected. An error has happened. Like, there is nothing wrong with my internet. I know there's nothing wrong with my internet. Oh, I see a problem. I haven't gotten any of your messages. This thing must have been erroring hardcore. Let's see, I haven't streamed channel. Mary has used it when I've been on with her pretty soon. I think I might have seen one of Mary's then when I popped in. Because I do try to check out any live streams because I use the old layout for YouTube because I got one of those plugins and it tells me when everybody's online. So it's like, this person is live streaming because it has a red dot next to it. So I go click that, especially if it's somebody that I like watching their stuff. So, yay. But yeah, great thing about StreamYard. You get all your stuff put in, you let them connect with your YouTube, and all you have to do is hit start broadcast. And you can have cam or not cam. I've got not cam. And then it gives you a list of how you can invite people. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Rosetta. Don't know if I saw Rosetta's. Because I had jumped between two live streams last night. I was watching, what is it? Proper Jeremy. And then C3PO called him. And then I jumped on his. Mary was on there last night. There was a few people. And then Proper Jeremy jumped into that one. It was an interesting live stream. And then I believe Miss popped in there for a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was jumping all over the place. I usually don't stay for hours at a time because I usually have to go and do stuff, but I try to pop in, say hi, give them a like before I have to go. I do try to give everybody likes because that actually helps them in the long run. Gosh. Fandom Collective was like, oh, they're doing a live stream. Let's retweet this. Yeah, I still keep up with my stuff, so. Oh gosh, I do love the Fandom Collective. They really take care of everyone. I think most of my views have come from them posting out links, which has been really great. No idea where I'd be without them. Like, seriously. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Sorry, I'm not the most talkative. I'm trying to keep things on point. Oh gosh. One thing I am really excited with, and it's not really so much movies or television, internet, it's a game. I can't wait for D3 to come out. I absolutely love the Destiny series, which I play on Xbox because that's what I got. And it's awesome, but so grind heavy. So grind heavy. If there was a way to not have to be grinding all the time in that game, because one of the things I love about video games is storyline. And yes, it's a first-person shooter game, but I love storyline. I want there to be a point narratively that I'm doing something. Because if there is no point, then why am I doing this? Oh, gosh. Video. But maybe that's just me. Okay, if you're commenting in the chat, I'm having issues with it. It's like it's deciding that it doesn't want to play nice. I'm looking to see if it will let me. Okay, I'm going to try to check my YouTube to see if it'll let me see if there's any chats going on, because right now it's not being really nice. It'll record it, but it's not updating the chat. So I'm seeing if YouTube will be more cooperative towards what I'm trying to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, it's still trying to. I just want. Okay, you're on Sunday morning with Stevie J. Okay, yes, I think I finally found a way to do this crap. That's good. That's good. YouTube, at least you haven't betrayed me yet. Man, you're on a lot of live streams, aren't you, Fox? Like, seriously. But yeah, it's like you're on everybody's talk show. Because I normally don't do live streams early in the morning because, especially when people are getting up, they have to go back and forth because my room is one of the only doors to the bathroom. It's like between me and my sister. My sister's got like on the other side. I try to be as quiet as possible. Hopefully when I'm talking, it isn't too low. Oh my gosh, they have low standards. Well, not really. I haven't been on anyone's, so you can't say that, Fox. You can't say that. I don't think I've ever been on anyone's live stream. But I'm still trying to build up steam for this channel. And I got so excited this morning. Somebody had followed. I was like, yes, I'm back to 42. It was that, and you like me. You really, really like me. They probably don't, but it was kind of one of those moments. Oh my gosh. I'm always so excited. Okay. Let's see. Emojis. Yes, give me my emojis. Eventually, I want to put up some specialized emojis. What do I get to do while I read? But yeah, I'm probably going to be signing off for right now. I'll be back later, probably with another video. And you have a good day, Foxy. But I'll see you on some more live streams.